Law 101 by J. M. Feynman. This book covers constitutional law, constitutional rights, the litigation process, tort law, contract law, property law, criminal law, and criminal procedure. If I were someone with an interest in law, I would read this book before taking a single law class. The reason I say this is because first-year law students get a universal tour of the topics I listed above. The author says if you attend law school after reading this book, you will find that much of the first year will be familiar to you. So what are these topics I listed? I'll give you a brief overview of each. Constitutional law defines the relations between the President and Congress and between the federal government and the states. It also involves the interpretation and application of the U.S. Constitution and each state's constitution. Constitutional rights include freedom of speech, freedom of press, religion, assembly and petition, the right to bear arms, the protection of unreasonable searches and seizures, and so forth. The litigation process is a step-by-step process of resolving disputes through the court system. It encompasses the stages of filing a lawsuit like discovery, pre-trial motions, trial, post-trial motions, and appeals. Tort law deals with civil wrongs. These are actions that cause harm to someone or their property for which the legal system provides remedies, typically monetary damages. Contract law concerns all aspects of the making, keeping, and breaking of promises and agreements. Contract law is concerned with what will be. Contracts define what we mean by a society based on the market and individual choice. Property law is the body of law that governs the ownership, use, and transfer of property. This includes tangible assets like land and personal items, and intangible assets like intellectual property and financial interests. Criminal law is the body of law that addresses behaviors considered offenses against society, where the government, acting on behalf of the people, prosecutes bad behavior or entities for violating laws. And criminal procedure is the body of law that controls the process by which the government investigates, prosecutes, and decides criminal cases. So this is the book in a nutshell. I suggest you read it if you have an interest in such things. It would be nice at least to know how the law works, but if you don't want to, there's always simpler books to read. Thank you for watching. Bye.